How's it, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today, we're going to be continuing the Rocky Review-athon. This is number 6, Rocky 6, aka known as Rocky Balboa. It's only known as Rocky. No one calls us Rocky 6. I don't know what I was trying to make. A joke or... Okay. So, this is really good, in my opinion. Like, it's not as good as the first film, not even as good as the second film, but... whoa, this movie is pretty good in my opinion, and like severely underrated. Like, I don't know why this movie only has a 3.4 on Letterboxd. I mean, Letterboxd isn't really a good like place to look at movie reviews, if in my opinion, because there's some weird people on there, I myself included. But like, why does this only have a 3.4? This should have like a 3.8 or something, like closer to that in my opinion. You know, closer to like a 4.0, but. I mean, this was really good, but of course it's really good because it came out in the great old year of 2006, and 2006 is not the year I was born. I bet some people thought I was going there. No, I wasn't born in 2006, but I love 2006 because for some reason or another, it is one of the best years for movies, in my opinion. I mean, you have some really good movies that are nostalgic to me. I'm going on a tangent right now, but I don't care. You have some really good movies in 2006, like Cars, Night at the Museum. But then you have some like genuinely good movies like Little Miss Sunshine. And you have another great comedy, Idiocracy. That's a really good movie. Clerks 2, really good comedies in 2006. But also just good movies. And of course, this movie came out in 2006. 16 years after Rocky 5. Did I do the math right? Maybe, I think. Yes. But yeah, this movie didn't I don't want to say blew me away, but it was really good in my opinion. I don't want to make it out to seem like it's a masterpiece because it isn't. There's some problems I have with it, but like, it's really good, underrated. Anyway, let's get into more specifics. I just love how kind of modern this movie is. You kind of, I shouldn't say modern. I mean, it's 2006, but you know what I mean. Like, Rocky being put into this, more modern society, checking up on him in a more modern way because a lot of stuff has changed since 1990. And, I kind of, made an analogy like saying this was the Logan of the Rocky franchise. And that's a good thing. That's a compliment for this movie. I love Logan. And, this is kind of, we get to see our hero. He's older now. He's a bit more grizzled, and it's very depressing, this movie. The ending is, optimistic, I guess. Yeah, sure. But the first, act, maybe even, the first half of this movie is just depressing as hell. But, in a good way. I like when movies are kind of depressing, at least when it's fictional. If it's, based on a real event, okay, that's kind of screwed up. But, this is a fictional universe. Rocky's a fictional character, so it's all good. But I kind of like movies that kind of depress me a little bit like that. Like Logan, again. And it was just we find out, spoilers, by the way, because this is a big spoiler. Adrian apparently has died, which is just what? No. And it's just so emotional, this movie. And it has one of the most iconic quotes, dare I say, in film history. I mean, I feel like I hear this quote all the time, and I, for some reason, just kind of assumed it was a quote I forgot from either the first Rocky movie or Creed or something. I thought I don't know, but it's actually in this movie, which is really weird. But the quote is, obviously, it ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how you can get hit and keep moving forward. And there's a few things he said, Rocky says before this that are really good, life ain't sunshine and rainbows, or whatever he says, he's talking to his son. It's just whoa. I mean, top tier writing, and it just really blew me away. That part blew me away. I won't say the whole movie blew me away, because then there's this little subplot where Rocky stumbles across this other girl who apparently was in the first Rocky film, who he tells her, I think it was the first Rocky film. It was either Rocky or Rocky 2. I assume it was the first Rocky film, though, where apparently he told her to stop smoking, and she was a younger girl, I believe, in the first Rocky film. And it's kind of weird because they make it evident that it's not supposed to be romantic, but I swear to God, towards the end of the movie, before Rocky starts fighting Mason Dixon, I swear she kisses him on the lips. I like rewatched the scene multiple times. I think it was supposed to be a kiss on the cheek, which is like, okay, that's more wholesome, whatever. But it kind of looked like it was on the lips, and I know I don't know why I'm talking about this individual moment so much, but like it just seemed kind of sus to me because like, bro, she was probably 20 years younger than he was, and it's just like, what do we also Adrian just died a few years ago. I mean, I think it said on the tombstone like 2002 she died, and this is like 2006. But like I know it's been a few years, but it's like it still felt really weird, and they don't do anything else that kind of and they, again, they made it evident towards the beginning of this movie when they first meet that it's not a romantic thing, but then it's like it kind of is a little bit. I don't know. Like, what are your guys' thoughts? Like, I don't know. Maybe I was reading too much into it, but like, I swear to God, she kisses him on the lips, and it's like, what? I mean, if it was on the cheek, I get it. It's like a father-daughter thing. Okay, cool. It was kind of on the lips, dude. I don't know, man. I swear, because I rewatched the scene multiple times just to be like, because I was like caught off guard, and it kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I really liked that subplot, and her son. It just felt weird. I mean, I understand Rocky, his son at this moment wasn't really talking to him, and he was kind of just didn't really have anybody other than Polly the goat, who's, even though he was slightly abusive to Adrian, if we're being honest. But whatever. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I felt about it entirely. I didn't think it was bad. It doesn't ruin the movie or anything, but yeah, it was all right. And overall, I just like how grounded this movie is. I mean, this is the movie I had been waiting for since I saw Rocky 2. Because Rocky 3, 4, and 5, I mean, Rocky 3 and 4 are good, but Rocky 5, And then, Rocky 3 and 4 especially are super, like, 80s meta, if that makes any sense. They're kind of they're a little bit outlandish. Ivan Drago, if he dies, he dies. You know what I mean. And this movie's definitely a lot more grounded, especially with the antagonist, Mason Dixon, who, Mason Dixon is not very interesting whatsoever. I mean, let's just be honest, but he's not bad. Actually, he might be the worst Rocky villain, because, like, Clubber Lang's better than him. Like, Clubber Lang's more memorable than he is, and obviously Apollo Creed's more memorable than he is, and Ivan Drago. So, you did have Tommy. I forgot about Tommy from the 5th movie. Tommy sucks. Okay, Mason Dixon might actually be better than Tommy. I don't know. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this movie, man. We also got to see Cuff and Link. I mean, I thought they died because I don't think they showed up since, like, Rocky 2, I swear. Maybe they did, but I just don't remember. But I swear, like, it had been a long time since we saw them. And I was like, oh, Cuff and Link are alive. I can't believe it. But Adrian's dead. Uh-oh. But yeah, man, this movie's really good. I just, that's my thoughts on this. Wow. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this movie because I think it's definitely one of the most underrated, maybe one of the most underrated movies out there. I don't know. Again, not as good as the first 2 movies. I'll say that. Not as good as the first 2. But, like, it's pretty good, guys. And, yeah. But if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.